To create a service account, okay, you have to first of all open IAM and admin. Okay, just click on here, okay, and go to IAM dashboard. We will be creating a service account. This will be used later on our videos, so you have to just create a new account. Okay, when you are on IAM and admin page, just go to service account, and here we will create the service account. Okay, create a service account, just give a name. I will give name YouTube video. Okay, so simple, you can just give name tutorial. Okay, so this is how it will be created. Just create and continue. We are not going to give access right now, for just create it and complete it. So our account is created. You can see this service account is created. Okay, no, we have to just give a one access here. Just go to the IAM. Okay, so here we will grant access to our new account. Just click on grant access. Okay, you have to select your YouTube or video service account. Okay, and then here we will just be giving access storage. Okay, storage admin. Okay, just give this access and save it. Okay, and here you will see, and yeah, if you just go back to your service account, just click on these three dots, manage keys, and just create a new key in the JSON file. It will download the JSON file. We will use this JSON file on our GitHub Actions. Okay, so just save this file. Okay, let me create it. My file is now created. Okay, so now we have created our service account. This is done. It is very simple to create a service account on Google Cloud. Now we have to just add two things, which is these credentials on our GitHub Actions. Okay, and the second thing is we have to add a secret variable, which is a Google project name. This is my project name. Okay, and I will be just going to add this on the GitHub Actions as well. So your project name can be different. Okay, so what I am going to do here, okay, I will just going to push my code on the GitHub first of all. Okay, this is my project. Okay, first update. I'm just going to push my code onto the GitHub, publish branch. Okay, public. Because I'll be sharing this with you guys, so I'm just keeping it public, but you can keep your repo in a private. Okay, I will just open this. This is my project. Okay, how we have to add this JSON file that we have downloaded? Just click on settings and go here to the secrets. Okay, click on actions, and here you have to click on new repository secret. Okay, so we will be just doing this to add secret that will be required later on our video. Okay, so I will just going to create our first variable, which will be Google application credentials. Okay, this is the same file, JSON file that we have created. I will be just open this file. Okay, and we will just copy the content of this file, and I will add this content here. It is very simple. Okay, so just let me open this. Okay, so this is the content. I will just copy this all the JSON file content. Okay, and I will close this file and I will paste it here. Simple. Okay, so we have to just save it. Okay, this is our first secret we have to add. Then we have to add our Google project name. Okay, so I will just click on new. Okay, Google project. Okay, so if you go your Google project, and if you click here, this is your Google project ID. Okay, just copy this, okay, ID, and paste it. Simple. So we have added our required secret. Okay, so what we have done here in this part, we done creating our service account, and we have done adding these secrets into our GitHub Actions. Okay, now what we have to do here, we have to add our GitHub Actions self-hosted runner using Google Compute Engine. So to create a Google Compute Engine instance, just go to Compute Engine, VM instances. Here we will create a first instance. Just click on create instance. Just keep these settings simple, and here you have to change the storage size to 30 GB. So I will click on 30 GB. I will just update it with the 30 GB. Just select it and save it. Because we will be running some few testing, so 10 GB will be very less, so 30 GB will be enough. Next you have to allow the traffic HTTP and HTTPS. Just create this instance. It's very simple to create instance. So as our instance is being created, next what we have to do, we have to do SSH to our instance. Just do SSH to your instance. So it is going to do SSH to our instance. It can take 20 seconds. Just you have to also wait here, authorize it. So we are now connected. So I will just make the size bigger so you guys can also see it. Alright, I think the size is enough now. So we are connected with our instance. So now we are going to do one thing here, which is I can say we are going to add our GitHub self-hosted runner to our Google Compute Engine. So do this. You have to just go to your GitHub repo. I will just go to my GitHub repo. So if I just go to my GitHub repo, in the Actions tab, you have to just go to the settings first. Then you have to just go to Actions, click on runners, add a new self-hosted runner. As we are using Linux based instance, so you have to run all these commands. Just skip this optional command. So I will be just copying these commands one by one to run on my instance, to integrate my self-hosted runner on our instance. Let's copy this first command, and you have to just go to your self-hosted runner. Just paste it. It will just create a directory. And secondly, you have to copy the second command. It will download the latest runner package. So then you have to copy the third command. Just skip this optional. So just install this installer that is we have downloaded. So just run this as well. And the next you have to configure it. Just copy this command. When you are done with this command, just paste it here. It will just authenticate. Here you have to enter few things. First of all, you have to skip, and the second you have to enter the name. I will just enter VUJS Google Compute GC. Simple. And then you have to give just same name, VUJS GC. Now you can see, and also skip this. It will by default working directory with this name. So this is configured. Next is this step. We will run this step when we will be running our GitHub Actions. This is the last step we will use later on. So by the way, we have configured our self-hosted runner on Google Compute Engine instance. It is connected. It is very simple to connect the Google Cloud instance. So you can use instance for your self-hosted runner. So this is done. Now what we have to do here, we are going to do our next step. we are going to install Docker on our Linux. Okay, how to install Docker? First of all, I will just clear this. Okay, and so I can go to my okay, so we will install the Docker here. Okay, and then we will install SonarQube container and other things. So let's first install some packages. Okay, I will be just running these commands. Okay, so we have ready to use this. Okay, then I will just try to install JQ as well. Okay, so just update it. I will of course give you articles so you can just use these commands. Okay, so I'm just running these commands one by one. Okay, so in the next command we have to install Docker. The Docker is being installed. By the way, if I show you my article, like how you will use my article for the command purposes. Okay, so if I just open my article, I think, okay, this is article will be on the LinkedIn. Okay, so suppose I am installing the Docker here. Okay, how I am installing the Docker, this is the part 5. Okay, in the part 5, if I just show you here, okay, if you can see Docker installation and running SonarQube container. Okay, so these will be the commands you have to just run. Okay, so your Docker will be installed. Okay, so I'm also doing this. Okay, and if I just go back to my instance. Okay, next commands. Okay, now we have to create a username for our Docker. I will just give name code with move. So you have to give the same name like this was my username. This is code with move. You have to also give the name whatever your instance name is. Okay, so just code with move. Okay, then you have to just start the Docker container. Okay, sorry, Docker. So, and the last command that we have to use here. Okay, so we are run our Docker installation and setup on our Linux instance. Okay, then we are going to create a container. Okay, for our SonarQube. Okay, because we are going to use SonarQube for our code analysis. Okay, and then just just it will pull the Docker container of SonarQube. Okay, which is available publicly on the Docker Hub. Okay, and when it is downloaded, okay, pulled, and it will start running this container on the port 9000. Okay, so how you can access this container? Okay, so it's very simple. You have to just open your browser. Okay, just go to your browser here. Okay, I will suggest you to use your this instance. Just copy this instance, okay, IP address, and run on the port 9000. Before you run this, make sure you have added this port 9000 in your firewall. Okay, if I show you how you can add this, okay, if I click here on the 3 dots, okay, and go to the network details. Okay, here you have to click on the firewall. Okay, by the way, I have already added. I will just click on this. Okay, how I have added, but I can show you how you can also add a new firewall rule. Okay, just click on firewall rule. Okay, give a name, anything. Okay, just keep it off. Okay, and then you have to priority is okay. Okay, everything is fine. And here you have to all instances in the network. You have just click on it. Okay, then you have to tag what is your instance name. Just give that name. Okay, IPv4, it is fine. Okay, then here you have to give 0.0.0. Okay, range. Okay, I will just give name. I think my instance name is whatever the instance name is. Okay, and this is if we want to use source tags. Okay, similarly you can use here your instance name just for the tags purpose. Okay, and IPv4 range. Okay, destination same, you have to use the same destination here. Okay, allow all. Okay, sorry, you can just use specified. You have to add a port which is 9000. Okay, and you will need to create a role. Okay, tags can be instance. Okay, and here you can also give any tag you can give just for reference. Okay, and here you can give 0.0.010. Okay, So this is done. It's very simple to just create your firewall rule. Okay, so this is the rule. Okay, when you are done this firewall rule, just save it. Okay, it's simple like security groups if you have already created in, something on AWS. Okay, so this is how you can add rules. Okay, so I have just added this rule. Okay, so I'm not going to save it because I have already created this rule here. Okay, port 90,000. Okay, 9,000, sorry. So yeah, IP range, tags, whatever the tags you want to give. Okay, this is a protocol. Okay, simple. Okay, and so this is, so now I will just visit my SonarQube. Okay, which is running on port 9000. Okay, so our Docker container, as our Docker container is running for the SonarQube. Okay, so you can see our Docker installation and our SonarQube setup is successfully set up. Okay, no, just log into your dashboard of SonarQube. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, just go here and admin. By the way, the username and the password is admin by default. Then you have to upgrade it to the new. Okay, suppose my old password is admin, and I'm going to create a new password here. Okay, and here we go. Okay, I have just updated my password here. Okay, so this is the dashboard. Okay, we have successfully installed Docker and integrated SonarQube. Okay, it's very simple. You can also do this setup. Okay, so now we are going to integrate SonarQube with GitHub Actions, allow you to automatically analyze your code for the quality and security as part of your continuous integration pipeline. Okay, so our SonarQube is already up and running. Okay, now we have to just integrate our SonarQube. Okay, with our GitHub Actions. Just simply you have to click on manually. Okay, just give name. I will give name Vue.js. Okay, you can also give any other name as well. Okay, so now we are going to just connect our SonarQube with our GitHub Actions. Okay, I will just select GitHub Actions. Okay, so these are the tokens we need to add our GitHub Actions secrets. Okay, so first of all, just copy this. Okay, and go to your repo and click on settings. Okay, in the settings you have to go to the secrets and variables. Click on actions. We have already added these two secrets. It is our third secret. Okay, Sonar token. Okay, generate a token. Okay, click generate, copy it. Okay, continue. Just go back and paste it here. Simple, and save it. And just go back to the dashboard and add this secret Sonar host URL. Okay, and just go here and add a new secret. Done. And then you have to just add it. Okay, simple, and save it. This is how we have done. We have smoothly added our SonarQube tokens. Okay, no, what we have to do here, we are going to do analyzing. We will analyze our code with the SonarQube. So we have to just create a new I will say workflow. Okay, so before we do creation of a workflow, I will just go back to my dashboard here, continue, because we are using JavaScript TypeScript type project, which is a Vue.js. Just click on others. Okay, here this is the file you have to create in your project. Just go to Visual Studio Code. Okay, I will just open my Visual Studio Code. Okay, here you have to create this file. Okay, the same file name we have already here. Okay, I will just copy the content here. Okay, and I will go back. Similarly, I will just add this. Okay, done. What we have to do next, we have to do here one thing. We have to create our workflow. I will just go back to my here is dashboard. Okay, so next we have to create our this workflow to analyze our code. I will not give this name. Okay, I have a different techniques. Okay, so I will be using that practice. So just go to your Visual Studio Code and create a folder here. Okay, and just create a folder .github, and workflow. Okay, so this is created. Now we are going to create our first workflow. Okay, I will just give name sonar.yaml. Okay, because we write our GitHub Actions workflow in a YAML. Okay, so I have to yeah, the file name is, but you can give any name, but okay, sonar.yaml. Okay, so here I will just paste some lines of code to save time. Okay, so you can also use it. Okay, so simply what I will do here, I will just be using sonar.yaml. Okay, I will just copy this content. I will show you what is in this file. This is a workflow name. Okay, because I'm using branch main. When everything is when code is pushed to the main or any pull request, this will be trigger. Okay, and this is how I'm using self-hosted. Okay, if you are using GitHub Actions runner, okay, this will be Ubuntu latest. Okay, instead of self-hosted, but in this tutorial we are using self-hosted, so we will just keep it. Okay, so this will analyze our code. It's very simple. Okay, what I will do here to save time, just push it to GitHub. Sonar added. Okay, so it will just analyzing our code. Just commit it. So when the commit is done, just go to the GitHub. So we are going to see a magic. Okay, just click on actions. You can see a workflow is started. Okay, if you just go to the main repo, click on actions. Okay, and here you have to just click here. You can see it is building. Okay, so if I just go to the details, yeah, one thing I want to tell you interesting here, you can see waiting for a runner to pick up this job, because on our instance, what I will say, the runner we don't have started. Okay, to start a runner to pick this job, you have to just go to your, I will say, your instance. Okay, so I will just go to my instance which is running here. Okay, I will just run a command. Okay, but before you run this command, make sure you are in the same directory where your project is. Okay, this one, just go to this folder of your GitHub Actions runner cd. Okay, then you have to run command. Okay, this will start picking the jobs. Okay, so you know it is connected and listening for the jobs. So if you go here, no, it will trigger, and you can see job has started because our GitHub Actions has, you know, started picking the job. Okay, so let's see and wait how it can be executed, and if it's successfully executed or we face any error problem. Okay, we can also solve it. Okay, so you can see it is analyzing our project, by the way. Okay, so when it will be completed, there will be blue check mark. If it's failed, there will be a cross. Okay, red. So we have to just wait here. Okay, and if I go to our SonarQube dashboard, just click on projects, you will see the project analysis will come on this page. Okay, so we have to just wait as soon as our build is completed. Okay, successfully our build is completed, done. So we have done this job. So you can see our build is completed. Just go to the SonarQube dashboard, just refresh it. You will see the analysis of your project here. Okay, so this is analysis. Everything is fine. Our code quality is passed. Okay, so this is good to analyze your code with the SonarQube.